Sunday night. That means it's box office or bust time. If you are new here at the channel, what does that mean? I go over the box office numbers and let you know where the movies fell in ranking and let you know what movies are coming out new in the upcoming weekend. If you are new here at the channel, if you love movie content like I do, you're going to want to hit that red subscribe down below. I have a $25 gift card that I want to give out to one of my subscribers once I hit 1,000. So slam that red button, slam that like button, comment, just slam everything. All right, let's talk box office. Was it Invisible Man or was it Sonic? Well, I'm glad to say that I was correct. It was The Invisible Man with a $29 million opening. Kind of let down that it wasn't a 30, not a 3, but that's okay. We'll take it. But that means to me that they really didn't do as much marketing as necessary for The Invisible Man, only because Elizabeth Moss isn't really a gigantic A-list star. She's mostly known for television. So because you don't have an A-list star in your movie, you kind of have to market it more and push it. However, this is good news because the movie was only budgeted for $7 million. So they've already made their profit. And this is already good news for Leigh Whannell, who directed and wrote this film. Blumhouse production company is the one that put this movie out. Jason Blum has signed a deal with Leigh Whannell for the next 2 years. Any idea that Leigh Whannell has goes to Jason Blum first. And then if he doesn't want it, then Leigh Whannell can distribute it to anyone else that he wants. It's kind of like having job security. So because of the success of The Invisible Man, Leigh Whannell is pretty much guaranteed work for 2 years. So that's a pretty good deal. Number 2 is Sonic. It held on pretty well. It only had a 39% drop from the previous weekend. So it's made $16 million this weekend, $128 million overall. And globally, obviously not that great. None of these movies have done great globally because of the coronavirus and what's happening in China and now Italy. The foreign market is really being affected by this, and you could tell in these box office numbers. Number 3 was Call the Wild, second weekend, but it had almost a 50% drop, $13 million with $45 million domestically overall. Not really that great because, like I said last weekend, it did cost over $100 million to make. Number 4, surprisingly, I thought it was going to be Birds of Prey. No, it's this film, My Hero Academia. Never heard of it. Is it like an animation movie, anime? I'm not really sure. But in less than 2,000 theaters, it brought in $5 million. So that's pretty impressive. And then number 5, as I predicted, holding in, does not want to let go, Bad Boys for Life, $4 million. And this movie has taken in $400 million over that globally. And this movie was very lucky that it released when it did, because this was one of the last movies to be distributed globally and not affected by the virus that's currently happening. So Bad Boys lucked out big time. Number 6 fell Birds of Prey. I can't even believe it. $4 million, $78 million total domestically. I believe 183 globally. This is awful. This is not a good sign. Birds of Prey is actually a roadmap for the future of DC. Any future films, do not make them R-rated. Do not make them female-focused unless you have very strong male support. We are going to see that in Black Widow, also in Wonder Woman. So those movies are going to be okay. But Birds of Prey, whew, this was a learning lesson for DC and any other future movie that even contemplates having an all-female cast and a director and everything. Now, I'm all for female stuff, obviously, but this is, when it goes bad and horrible like this, it's embarrassing and it sets us back. So I'm just upset with it. I enjoyed the film. I got it. I understood it, but I can understand the other side of things. But let's not go into a rant. This is the box office. Okay. So 1917 is still in the top 10, but it is falling off. And then Parasite, that was in the top 10, has fallen out. As I predicted, the Oscars are over. The hype is done. Everything with that is kind of teetering off and going down the drain. Horror movies are not holding well at all. Brahms the Boy 2 and Fantasy Island are at number 9 and 10. Thank God for Invisible Man. This is the first great horror movie of 2020, and I'm kind of hoping it's going to hang in there for a while. As far as new releases, we have Onward, a new Pixar movie, and then The Way Back with Ben Affleck. I don't know on that one. Obviously, my top 5 for this coming weekend, Onward is definitely going to take the number 1 slot. It's Disney, it's Pixar, it's everything. It's Tom Holland and, why am I blanking? Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland voicing. So you're going to draw in Marvel fans, you're going to draw in those, like everything. So that movie is definitely going to be number 1 this weekend. Number 2, Invisible Man. 3, Sonic. 4, I'm putting The Way Back. I'm fighting for Ben Affleck. I believe in him. He's gonna pull a good number. And then number 5, I'm putting The Call of the Wild. Now, shout out of the week. I did not forget. My shout out of the week is going to Jessica Cologne. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. I'm gonna, put it over here so you can see who you are. Thank you so much. You're always commenting and always very positive and nice, and I love hearing from you. So thank you so very much. If you want to potentially be a shout out of the week, just be active on the channel. Give a red subscribe, do some commenting, and you could potentially be a shout out. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. How was the box office? What are your thoughts on The Invisible Man, Birds of Prey, Sonic, the next upcoming weekend? Let's talk about it. Let me know. And thank you. And as always, I'll see you at the movies.